Hi everyone. How is your Friday going? Mine's going well. It's a beautiful day here in Kentucky. It is hot outside though. But it's a great day. And I've been running errands all day. I paint. I'm a hairstylist and I'm an artist, and I painted a lot yesterday and today. I've been delivering and stuff some, and yeah, came back home just a little bit ago and have been feeding my pig. I let her out to use the bathroom because she's an indoor pig and she's house trained, and I let her out to go potty so many times a day. But anyway, the reason I was making this video is to ask, what is y'all's opinion on therapy? I don't go to therapy. I'm not really against it, but I just want to I've talked to some people over the past couple days about it, and I just kind of want to get some more opinions on it. I feel like it's really healthy to go, and I think it's really important, but which, having anxiety, I don't know, I'm just nervous about going. And so I could use some encouragement and some feedback if it's helped you, if you're struggling with anxiety and stuff, if it's helped you a lot, or just whatever your insight is, or if you didn't think it worked for you, just let me know, because I just want to get some more feedback on that. I'm thinking about it, and I'm thinking it would be really great to go. And so any more questions or anything, you guys just feel free to comment, or if you want to talk about the therapy, you can comment below this video, or you can add me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Katy Nifley, Katy Nifley. You'll see my name under this video. You can DM me on there, because I'm quicker and more used to talking on Instagram than talking on YouTube. I'm still getting used to YouTube. And so, but I'm hoping to keep making these videos, because I feel like I've honestly made so many friends by making these. And before I made them, I hadn't really talked to anyone that can relate directly to my situation. And there is a lot of people that I've met by making these videos. I know that I was meant to meet some of these people, because I totally feel so much better. I don't feel alone. I don't feel crazy. Because these people are messaging me and they're like, they tell me their situation, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm not in this alone. And so if you're watching this, you're not in this alone either. Whatever you're struggling with, if you feel crazy about it, don't, because I guarantee there's plenty of other people that have some issues that you have. And so I don't want you to feel crazy about it. And if you want to talk about anything, feel free to talk to me. The people that have reached out to me, some of them I consider friends now. We'll talk about it, and sometimes just putting your feelings out there, it really does help in talking to someone who can really relate to your anxiety and everything. It's kind of good to have that support. I've always had anxiety for most of my life, but it wasn't ever severe. Everybody has some anxiety, normal everyday anxiety, but mine just had got bad over the past year and a half, I guess now. And I knew I had to do something, but there were different life changes. I may make another video talking about my past, and maybe, I don't know, I kind of look for a reason. I'm like, why do I have this? Is there underlying, I've thought about everything. And my parents divorced when I was younger, and I lost my dad in 2009. I was very close to my dad. I loved him so much, and so that was traumatic because I was 17 and he died suddenly, and I'll never forget. Oh my gosh, I'll just never forget that day. I can see it just like it was yesterday. And I had a bad feeling before he passed away that something was gonna like something bad was gonna happen. And that day that that they found him, I had told my brother and my aunt, I was like, y'all need to go to Dad's, and I'm like, I just have this bad feeling. I tried calling him and he's not answering, and I'm like, something bad. I said, I just have that bad feeling. And they went and they found him dead in his house. He had had a massive heart attack. And so, anyway, yeah, just different, and my dad had sleep apnea, so he would just like fall asleep. And we think that he had a heart attack in his sleep because he had just leaned back in his chair and fell asleep, and he looked peaceful is what they said. So I think he just died in his sleep of a heart attack. And so anyway, and I dealt with it pretty good. Like, I prayed to God for peace, and that was the first time in my life that I ever experienced the peace of God. Like, I had been going to church as a child and stuff, but not until after my dad passed away when I was 17 in 2009. And I prayed hard. I was like, God, please give me the gift of peace. Like, please give me peace. I've got to have peace to make it through this. And I got it. I told my aunt, I was living with my aunt and uncle, me and my brother were, and I told her, I said, I got major peace. God gave me peace, and it was incredible to feel it. And I still feel peaceful about it, but there's just still such a void in my life. And I honestly think that if my dad was alive right now, I would not struggle mentally. I just feel like I wouldn't. I feel like I would be a whole lot stronger mentally and probably fine. Because I don't know why. I think kind of because my dad would probably be like, sis, like, you're okay. And he would just be like kind of firm with me. And I would be like, okay, yeah, he's right. I would believe him if he was like, calm down, And there's just no one else that can tell me, calm down, you're okay, and there's just no one else that I can really take it to heart and be like, yeah, you're right, I'm like, no, you don't understand. And so anyway, and then I had a loved one overdose on heroin a couple years ago. I don't want to say who it was. It was someone, it was a family member, and that made me bitter, because before that, I was kind of one of those small-minded people that would be like, well, people that do drugs, that, they shouldn't have started it in the first place. I was really, like, hard-headed about that. And even when that person overdosed, I was like, I called them, because they lived through it. I called them while they were in the hospital, and I was like, are you freaking crazy? I'm like, you almost died. Are you aware that, like, you will die if you keep on? Like, this should be a wake-up call. I was really angry and, like, bitter. And they, like, cried, and afterwards I felt so bad. I'm like, that is not the right way to be. Being angry and bitter is not gonna solve anything. So I was like, what I need to do is show them love. And so, because honestly, being angry and bitter about stuff like that, it's just gonna make things worse. You just gotta support people who are struggling and love them. And it can be very hard, but that's, if they know that there's people that loves them and supports them, maybe it'll, for this person, it uplifted them. That's why I'm saying that. Because I went up to where they were, and I gave them a makeover, and I was, loving and nice how I should have been in the first place. But I guess it's just in the moment thing. You get so mad and you're like, are you nuts, you know? But, you know, so I've just had some different life things happen, and I don't blame any of them on my anxiety or mental illness, but I'm just wondering if maybe somehow things that have happened in my life, you know, play a part in how I feel now, and like all my feelings are coming to surface or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's more. I'll have to tell y'all the full story on everything, and because people are subscribing to me, and I want people to know me and know my life and everything, and you know, maybe there's others that relate to what I've been through, and we could talk about it and stuff. But yeah, but usually I really am a positive person. I think anyone that knows me would say, you know, I'm most usually happy and smiling at everybody, and I'll talk to anybody. I don't meet a stranger. I'm just very like easy to get along with, and very easy, I feel like, just to be friends with. I just love everybody, honestly. But anyway, yeah, the whole reason I was making this was to ask about therapy and just to get some insight on that, because I want to go so bad, but I guess in my head I'm like, what if I go and what if I cry and like, I don't know, you know, because I know that when I went to the doctor to talk about my anxiety, how bad it got and stuff, I like fought to not cry, because when I was telling my doctor everything, and she was listening to me, and she cared so much, and I was just like, oh gosh, and was fighting back my tears, because I don't really like to cry in front of people, you know. And so anyway, but yeah, just let me know, and any advice on that topic is appreciated. And so I need to make a video introducing y'all to my pet pig, Penelope. She's my world. And oh, speaking of Penelope, let me just give you Mom a little back. I mean, we're already 12 minutes in. If anybody's still watching this, I'll just tell you about my pig real fast. I grew up on a farm, and my aunt and uncle, when my parents divorced, my aunt and uncle raised me and my brother. And they never had any pigs, and I always wanted a pig. I would beg for a house pig. Never would they get me one. Or even like an outside pig. I would have been fine with that, but they just, no, you know. Mainly they just had horses, cows, and stuff like that. And so, no, it was always, no, Katie, we're not getting a pig, you know. Well, I got into a car accident in 2012, a pretty bad one. I broke my femur, broke some bones in my wrist, had a cracked sternum. It was just bad. And so I was laid up in Louisville, Kentucky in the hospital recovering, because from where I broke my femur, I had to be up there a little while and had to learn how to walk again and everything. And so I called my uncle. I was like crying. I was an emotional mess because, you know, they got you on medicine to help with pain and stuff. And so I was just a mess. And I called my uncle and I was like, Uncle Donnie, can I have a pig when I get home? And he was like, yeah, we'll get you a pig. Yeah. And so when I got out, my Jordan was my boyfriend at the time, and me and him went and looked at one and brought her home. I guess they didn't really think that I would remember that and actually get one, but I brought her home without asking. Like, we went and got her. I didn't even tell them we were going to look for one. And I come home and my aunt's just like looking at me like, did you really just bring a pig home? And which Penelope was little at the time, little baby pig. That guy acted like she wouldn't get very big. He was like, oh yeah, she may get 50 pounds. She's like 150. So anyway, I got to make a whole nother video showing you guys her, because she's what our world revolves around. And so anyway, I'm 14 minutes in, and that's quite a bit longer than my other videos. I guess I just started ranting and stuff. And then this is my cat, Princess. Hey, come here. Do you want to be in my video? Princess. Princess. She don't want to be in my video. Oh. Look, my phone just flopped on over. But anyway, I'll let you guys go. I know y'all got other stuff you gotta do besides watch this video. But anyway, I'll talk to you later and have an awesome day.